Good evening, everybody, and how you doing? And welcome to All Red TV and another Liverpool Transfer Daily Roundup. And as we do this, just before I came live, it is breaking news. And the breaking news is from Fabrizio Romano himself, because I've been all over it all day. The breaking news is Liverpool have offered €100 million for Yan Diamande, and Red Bull Leipzig have turned it down. That is the breaking news. As we go live at 8 o'clock tonight, Liverpool have offered €100 million for Yan Diamande, and Red Bull have said no. I think Red Bull are holding out for probably €120 million, maybe a little bit more, but they're trying to squeeze every single penny out of Liverpool they can for this right winger, the 19-year-old. Anyhow, finally, it has happened. 11 last night, Fabrizio Romano yet again dropped the bomb. Here we go. Liverpool have finally got a player in under Andone Iraola. Excuse me for the pronunciation. And get your comments in on this, guys, and let me know what you think. And Liverpool, yep, they have done it again. They have hijacked Newcastle United's move for 22-year-old Victor MUNOZ, who plays for Osasuna in La Liga. Now, I've been researching this young man all day. I really, really have. So this is going to be a deep dive into Victor MUNOZ, Liverpool's new left winger, right winger, because he can play both. And this guy is absolutely rapid, and we're going to dive into it. And I'm going to share some screens with you tonight as well. So, first of all, before going any further into the news, make sure you hit this like button and the subscribe to Red TV and hit the notifications so you don't miss any transfer news, what's coming up over the next 90 days or so. Even though the World Cup is ongoing, and yet, I mean, things are turning, the wheels are turning, football never stops. But Yan Diamande, yes, he's away with the Ivory Coast, and if he keeps performing like he is doing, then expect the fee to go higher. But as it currently stands, Liverpool have just had €100 million turned down by Red Bull. So will Liverpool go back? I think they will. But I will keep on top of that for you guys, and I'll bring it to you as soon as it happens. So let's get into this young man who we have signed from under Newcastle's noses yet again. Now, before I tell you about him, I'll give you the Newcastle side of things, because I think it's important that we actually find out what actually happened. And what I've found out is simply this. Newcastle United had done a lot of work on this young man, and Newcastle had agreed a fee with Osasuna. The fee was agreed of €29 million, £29 million, and 4.3 million in add-ons. And Osasuna had accepted the fee. Everything was fine. So Newcastle then wanted to set the wheels in motion to get this medical done for the young man. Then Newcastle were told to wait and hang fire. There was a problem. The problem was, which became clear last night, the problem was Liverpool. Now, Liverpool have always been interested in, but nothing's ever circulated about it. But they were tracking him, and they've been watching this young man. And last night, Liverpool came to the table. They spoke to his agent, and they spoke to Osasuna, and Liverpool paid the release clause. And they offered better terms to the player than what Newcastle did. But also, I think the two sticking points here is the kicker for me, is that the manager Liverpool have just got in is from the Basque region and he's Spanish. And the other kicker is Liverpool have got Champions League football and Newcastle are not in Europe next season. No, we're talking about a 22-year-old Spanish international here. And if you want to play at the top level, you want to play in Europe. And you've a better chance of representing your country. And that's exactly what's happened with this deal with young Victor MUNOZ. Now, who's that? Who we got joining us tonight? Spell me, guys. It's Deck.
Yo.
Good evening, Deck. Just to recap, my man.
Don't you worry. I've got the stream on
No,
the telly, Joe.
All right. So I don't know if you've seen what I've been saying about Victor MUNOZ. Now, it's basically what's happened here is Newcastle had agreed a fee with Osasuna for him of 25 million pound and 4.3 million in add-ons. The fee was agreed with Osasuna. They wanted to get the medical done straight away. Then Osasuna have said to Newcastle, hang on a minute, we have a problem here. And the problem was Liverpool. Liverpool have been watching this young man for quite a while, but nothing's been said. Nobody knew about it.
No.
Liverpool came to the table and Liverpool have paid the release clause and they've offered him better terms than what Newcastle have offered him. Now, I think here's the kicker for me. There's 2 points here which are a kicker. The manager Liverpool have just brought in is Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 22-year-old Spanish international. He's away at the World Cup with Spain now. But also, Liverpool have got Champions League football and Newcastle are not in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think them are the two selling points what have got this over the line.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been working on this. I've been researching this fella all day, mate. And I've wrote some interesting stuff down and I'm going to read it out to you and everybody who's watching online, right? Because honestly, you think, right, this guy. So Liverpool have beat 4 clubs to this fella. There were 4 clubs interested and Liverpool have beat them all, but the main one was Newcastle, right? Now, so Iriola wanted him and he's got him. So anyhow, he can play on the left wing, he can play on the right wing. Predominantly, he plays on the right. Right? And he's absolutely rapid. Now, the only way I can explain his speed to you, I'll give you 3 players, and he's quicker than all 3. Dan James, Bendy Oak, and Anthony Gordon. No, he's quicker than all 3. Right? Wow. And honestly, the research I've been doing on this fella, he was second behind Lamine Yamal in La Liga in dribbles last season.
Bloody hell.
Right? He's basically last season. So basically, his dribble percentage is 96%. His link-up play is 97%. He's a ball carrier, right? His carrying percentage is 96%, and his shot percentage is 90%. Right? Now, obviously, Iriola likes fast players, and this is what he's getting. Now, the thing is, people will be asking is, if he can play on the left, how does that affect young Rio Ungamoa? But the thing is as well, I think with this guy coming in, it also pushes Federico Chiesa closer to the exit door. Because I don't think Federico Chiesa is going to get the game time with this young man coming in.
Wow.
I don't know if you agree on that, Dick. If there's anything you want to add before I give you some more stats on him.
Yeah, I think I'll be honest. By the way, guys, just before we continue, I'm sorry for the setup at the moment.
Oh, you're all right.
Currently decorating, so things are all over the place. So I've just jumped on to join Craig on the stream, and I'm on my phone, so it's not perfect, but we'll roll with it for half an hour or so. And I wanted to say as well, I'll be honest, I never knew who this guy was. I've never heard of him. It come as a complete surprise. I woke up this morning, check my phone as I always do, go over to X, and Fabrizio's tweeted, everyone else has tweeted, and it was a here we go. And then later today, Liverpool have officially announced it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was. I'd done a video on him this morning. Just brief stats, primary positions, how old he is, where he's come from, how much we're paying for him, etc. But I'll tell you something now. I'm happy with it. I think Andoni Areola's gonna get the best out of him. And you mentioned there about the likes of a Rio Wengamauer or maybe a Chiesa being pushed out. You got to think on that left hand side. On that left hand side, we've got a Rio Wengamauer and a Cody Gakpo currently. I mentioned in my video, we need left-sided attackers. We need as many attackers as we can get. Ekatike's injured. We have no Mohamed Salah. So I would have kept the Cody Gakpo anyway. I think it's someone that you can have in and around the team who knows the club and knows how to play at Anfield. But even if MUNOZ is on the bench, I think one of our biggest problems was, Craig, looking last season, the lack of quality on a lot of our, especially towards the back end of the season. The players that we had on the bench were let's be honest, they were shit. So we need to stock up. We need to not be getting rid of players. I'd keep a Federico Chiesa. I'd keep a Cody Gakpo. You don't want to be bringing players in and then ripping apart a bare bones squad that we already have. We've seen it last summer.
Yeah,
we showed a lot of players, Darwin Núñez. We showed Luis Diaz. Harvey Elliott wasn't there. A lot of players that were in and around that squad that won the Premier League had moved on.
Yeah.
And even though we brought in a Wirtz and Isak and all the rest of it, it didn't gel. It didn't gel whatsoever. So
No.
if I'm Andoni Areola, I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. Before we start ripping apart the squad, not only number one is it a thin team as it is, which we can see statistically based on bench, based on players who are coming on getting minutes, but also you don't want to upset the apple cart too much. No. You don't want to upset the apple cart.
And the thing is as well, Dick, and I agree with you, because I mean, and how many times last season when we were streaming did I say, and you yourself, did we say we needed a bigger squad instead of a squad of 19? I can't see your head. I can't see your ceiling at the minute, mate. You're there. And we have a squad of 19, and look at the problems it caused. Now, getting back to the hijack, which we have done again. Now, let's not beat about the bush here. If you're a Newcastle fan and you've woke up to this morning, you must be absolutely sick to the back teeth of Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah.
No, because this broke at 11:30 last night, and you know where I am. I'm still in my studio.
I was in bed, mate. I didn't see this news till this morning.
It broke at 11:30 last night, and as soon as it broke, I put it on my social straight away. Right, and I thought, right, okay.
Did you have any idea? Did you have any idea that this was?
No,
this was
it just came. This was absolutely left field, the same as the Ernie Slot sacking.
This is what I mean, though. This is what. Just sorry to interrupt you, mate, but this is what I mean when it comes to Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes and FSG doing business. With the likes of social media and people like Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah.
Everything is already known before it's officially announced by the clubs. Whether you like it or you don't, or you agree with it or you don't, that's another story. But the fact of the matter is, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
So the fact that we didn't even hear a sniff, before this was announced, was meant until it was officially done and dusted. The only reason Fabrizio Romano had announced it was because he'd already done a medical. Craig.
Yeah.
He'd already had a medical done.
It's already been completed in America.
Yeah, so when you look at like a Yan Diamonde, and Liverpool are going in with bids and all this, and it's being reported in the media. Do we think that Liverpool and Yan Diamonde have had conversations that we are still yet to know about? And I'm sure we'll move on to Yan Diamonde in a moment.
I think we have, but I'll give you a bit more, more detail on this young guy who's coming in.
Yeah.
Now, basically, like I've said, he's a ball carrier, he's a dribbler.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the thing is, he looks to make things happen all the time. And if you go on YouTube and watch clips of him against Real Madrid and Barcelona, he's absolutely frightening, this kid. Right? And the thing is, his numbers are not that bad for 22-year-old. His decision-making could be better. Of course it could. Right? His final ball could be better. His his pressing, he presses like a monster. He absolutely does. So Liverpool fans are going to take to this fella straight away because he does the dirty work as well.
Yeah.
Right now, last season for Osasuna, he played 36 games. He got 7 goals, 5 assists, and 12 goal contributions. This is for a team which was fighting relegation.
Yeah.
Now he's coming to one of the biggest clubs in world football, the most successful club in England, and he's working under a Spanish manager. So,
and they're both from the Basque. They're both from the Basque, aren't they, as well?
Yeah. So like I've just said, if you're a Geordie, you must be sick to the back teeth of us because we've done it. I think this fella, I think he was Anthony Gordon's replacement. That's my honest opinion.
And that goes to how high value he is as well, if they're going to bring him in to replace Anthony Gordon.
So you've just mentioned, here's my question to you then. Now, this is what I think now. Newcastle have sold Anthony Gordon for £70 million. That's your starting price now.
Yeah.
Now, if Anthony Gordon's gone to Newcastle for 70 million and Tottenham Hotspur is sniffing around Cody Gakpo, we shouldn't take anything less than 70.
Anthony Gordon going to Barcelona, sorry, you mean?
Yeah. If he's gone to Barcelona for 70 million, Liverpool should ask at least 70 for Cody Gakpo from Spurs.
Oh, I mean, Cody Gakpo's a £70 million player. We've just paid €40 million for MUNOZ, so and £33 million. So Cody Gakpo is by far easily in today's market a £70-80 million player.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the Cody Gakpo. I think Cody Gakpo gets a lot of stick because he's a bit of a scapegoat at the moment for Liverpool. I think Luis Diaz done a lot of carrying on that left-hand side, and since Luis Diaz left, the spotlight's been on a Cody Gakpo, and unfortunately, it's just what happens in football. There's always someone in the team that everyone looks at and think, "Fucking hell, we used to do it. We used to do it with a Canate. We used to do it when you had the likes of maybe, let's think now." I don't know. You name a player. Let's say a Sadio Mane when he weren't firing on all cylinders. They get the spotlight put on them. Let's say a Mohamed Salah. We've seen it this season, just gone. The spotlight's on him. So it doesn't matter what category of a footballer you are. If you do something wrong and you're not world class, as you mentioned, we're one of the biggest football clubs in the world. If you're not world class and you're starting for Liverpool Football Club, you will have the fans on your back. And it's just how it is. So for me, I quite like Cody Gakpo. I've mentioned it once or twice before. I think we need him. I haven't once said he's shit and we need to sell him. I think we need him. We need left-sided players. But the spotlight's been on Cody Gakpo last season because of the likes of a Luis Diaz going the year before, because we only had a Rio Wengamoa on that left-hand side. So to answer your question, with that being said, do I think we'd get £70 million for Cody Gakpo? Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. When you look at the likes of Anthony Gordon, going to Barcelona for 80 million, I think that's a steal because I think Anthony Gordon's better than Gakpo.
Okay, so here's my question to you then. Now, for me, I don't know if you're like me or not, but there's only 2 transfers Liverpool fans are waiting for now, and we know what the first
I'm waiting. I've been waiting for you to ask me this.
And we know what the first one is, Yandy Amandi. But we also know who the second one is. Now, the second one, he's come out, he's told PSG he wants to leave. Right? Now, the thing is, if Liverpool sign Bradley Barcola, right, you've got Bradley Barcola, you've got Rio Wengamoa, and you've got this new fellow who's just come in today who can play as well. And the thing is with this fellow who's coming in, MUNOZ, right? He doesn't do what Gakpo does. He doesn't cut in all the time. This fella gets to the byline. Right now, I did some screenshots earlier on, but this geezer, he's rapid. If I can bring it up, honestly, he's such a good player. I can't find it out. The thing is, I'm excited about this kid. He's 23.
And 22, he is. He's 22. 22.
He's 23 this month. He turns 23 this month. Right? But this is what we've been crying out for. Now, the thing is, we have other situations we've got to deal with as well. Now, apparently, on this one, what's just happened, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards flew over to Spain and got this done
Okay.
on the quiet. Nobody knew about it, right? But my problem now is this is my concern is the back four, the defence. I want Liverpool to trigger that 60 million release clause for Nico Slotterbeck because he is the prime replacement for Virgil van Dijk for me.
Craig, we've lost. We haven't got Ibrahim Konate either, mate.
Exactly.
We haven't. We've got Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk as they're the only two senior centre halves we've got.
Yeah. Now I don't know if you've seen it on social media or not, but you'll see it on social. If you search, you'll find it. Now apparently, Giovanni Leone is asking to leave Liverpool. That's what's breaking on some social media sites.
Not a chance.
I don't agree with it. I just think people stir in the pot. But the thing is,
just stirring the pot.
You've got Leone, you've got Gomez, you've got Van Dijk. But the thing
Jeremy Jacquet.
But here's the problem. Liverpool are a Virgil van Dijk injury short of being absolutely in the mud. So you need a top quality centre half, and they need to go and get Slotterbeck in. Real Madrid are sniffing around him now. Right.
Craig, can I just sorry to interrupt you, but can I just ask you in a minute about the centre back situation? So
yeah.
So for me, mate, I've been a big advocate of let's for this argument's sake call it a centre back crisis, and I've been a big advocate of getting this sorted.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people have been as well. I said this time last year when I started making content, and it was the first summer transfer window I had, and one of the main driving factors of my videos last year was centre backs. And I said we needed a centre back before we showed Gerald Kwanzaa. Now you might say, well, we brought in Leone, we brought in Jeremy Jacquet. Leone's 18 years old. Jeremy Jacquet's done it over in France. But also we had the Van Dijk and a Konate and also a Joe Gomez. So I thought, okay, so we'll sell Gerald Kwanzaa, buyback clause, etc. Now Konate's gone. Are you telling me that as it stands, it's either going to be Gomez or Jeremy Jacquet or Giovanni Leone alongside Virgil?
It can't be. It can't be.
Jeremy Jacquet is more. I'd be more comfortable with him starting than a Leone. And even maybe a Joe Gomez because of the injuries.
Yeah.
But Jeremy Jacquet, like, he's never played in England before. You can't just have him coming in, playing alongside a Virgil van Dijk when he's had no Premier League experience whatsoever.
And
I know we're saying about Slotterbeck, and neither is he. But Slotterbeck's a lot more established. Slotterbeck's been around the block a little bit, and he's played a lot of games with Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
So I think we need two centre backs.
Well,
I think we need maybe another young lad and Slotterbeck.
Well, the thing is, Deck, as well. If Virgil, this is my concern. If Virgil gets injured, it's a hell of a gamble.
Yeah.
Depending on Leone and Jeremy Jacquet for your main two centre halves.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look at Slotterbeck for Germany's first game the other night in the World Cup. He had a great game, plus he scored.
Yeah, you go then.
You know, so you only get what you pay for.
How much is his release clause?
His release clause is 60 million.
Yeah, mate, that's a steal. That's an absolute steal.
You'll get that 60 million back in shirt sales.
Yeah, that's a steal. That, you know.
Yeah.
And do you think Andoni Iraola's going to have a lot more of a say?
I think he's already had a
I think he's already said, look, I'm not messing about. I'm here to clean up a mess. No. You've had the control. Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, you've had the control. You didn't let Arne Slot be like a Jurgen Klopp and basically make the decisions on regards to transfers. But I'm telling you now, if I'm coming in to clean up a mess, I'm not dragging my name through the mud. Because you think that you know best. I'm telling you now, it's my squad. And have you noticed they haven't referred to him as a head coach? As soon as we signed Arne Slot, he's a head coach. He's not a manager. He's a head coach. But I'm telling you now, Andoni Iraola, I've got a funny feeling I don't know much about the guy. I don't know his personality. I don't know the guy, but I've got a funny feeling he's gonna have a lot more of a say than the likes of an Arnie Slot. And that's no disrespect to Arnie Slot, but I think Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have learned their lesson. And if Iriola goes to them and says, I want a Victor Munoz, I want a Slotterbeck, I want a Jan Diamonde, I want a Bradley Barcola.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna have to listen. I've had people commenting on my video saying we haven't got the money. Are we spending another 200-300 million quid? Liverpool could spend 300 million pounds and it wouldn't even affect the financial fair play.
When those people what's been commenting on your videos, right?
Yeah.
Just send them a reply and just say, listen, we've not spent the Coutinho money yet. That's still
Yeah.
in the bank.
This is
So what's your problem?
yeah, mate, I'm telling
It's
you.
still there, right? And the thing is, like you were saying there, Iriola, I can tell you now from what over the last 3 days, mate, the amount of time I've spent in here digging and researching, honestly.
And I know, you, mate. And I've been in the office, mate. I know what you like. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing, right, what Ariola's done is he's told Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes he wanted this fella, right? So that's been done. They've hijacked it, done. He's also told Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards he wants Diamande sorted. He wants him in. So now it's just up to them to go to the table and agree personal terms have already been agreed with the player. It's done. Yeah. They've only got to sort out the transfer fee with Red Bull Leipzig. Now, Red Bull Leipzig want to keep him for another year. Now, if Liverpool sign him and say, all right, you can have him for another year like we did with Mermadashvili, we still need somebody to play on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So they're not going to...
So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
120 million and let him go back on loan.
We're not going to do that, mate.
Having him.
Yeah. Well, I think that takes us on to the next topic of the evening. In the last hour, we've had a £100 million bid go in for Jan Diamonde, and RB Leipzig have rejected it, demanding that they want 100 within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Within 10 minutes of the £100 million going in, RB Leipzig rejected it and said they won't be willing to sell for anything less than 120 million.
Right. But here's my question to you then. Right, that 100 million bid, was it Liverpool's first bid? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Right, so it's going to be rejected anyhow.
Yeah. It's 100 million euros. It's 100 million euros as well.
So if we go back with 120 million, they'll take it.
Yeah, I think before the World Cup's over, because there's a lot of the transfer talk, you'll know yourself, has been around. Well, we're gonna sort of wait until the World Cup's done and dusted. But I think we've seen it with Victor Munoz coming in. But they'll just take his photos in a Spain shirt and announce him anyway.
And so there's some. I don't know if you know it or not, but FSG have also given the green light to a £70 million bid for Adam Wharton from Palace.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that, but this is another thing. We can talk about the World Cup all we want. Jan Diamonde will know that if he wants to come or not. You said there about personal terms, and RB Leipzig can reject the bids all he wants. We'll go in with the second bid, and it'll be approved. And also, where's Jan Diamonde? Where's Victor Munoz at the moment? They're over in America. And where does John W. Henry and FSG be located and based out of? They're over in America. So I don't give a fuck about the World Cup. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be waiting until the end of June, mid-July, to see Jan Diamonde be a Liverpool player. Jan Diamonde, this time next week, we'll know for certain or not whether this man's going to be coming to this football club.
He will. He will, Dick. The thing is, I don't normally believe anything until I see him in the red shirt, but from what I've been researching over the last 3 days, Liverpool, a percentage, if you want me to give you a percentage on the deal getting done, it now currently stands at 65%. So Liverpool are confident that they're going to get this fellow over the line.
Are you worried about the PSG rumours?
No.
No.
No. Are you?
If PSG sell Bradley Barcola, even if Liverpool get him, but I think we'd get Yan Diamonde before we get a Bradley
But
Barcola.
PSG have already come out and said they're not prepared to pay what Red Bull Leipzig want.
Well, there you go then.
And Liverpool have already said they're prepared to pay more than what PSG are willing to. So it's obvious Liverpool's number one target in this transfer window is Yan Diamonde.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd be quite happy for Liverpool to get this fella in. And if we miss out on Barcola, I'm not worried. They've got the main target in.
And are you worried about there being enough on the left-hand side?
No, I think it is a worry. But the thing is, I mean, I was thinking after I did the stream last night, I was thinking to myself, well, imagine if Liverpool signed Diamande, Adam Wharton and Barcola, and then you've got Szoboszlai and Gravenberch and Florian Wirtz.
Oh my God!
What are you? If you're an opposition manager, what are you thinking?
It's fucking mental, you know.
Right?
Mate, we're gonna win the league, mate. We're gonna win the fucking league.
But I have got one genuine concern. Because apparently Etatike said he's going to be back for Boxing Day, but he's not. But he's not going to be match fit. He's not going to be match fit by then.
Well, Alexander Isak really needs to kick on now.
I think we need another striker.
Maybe bring in a Krupi from Bournemouth.
He won't come. He won't. No, he's going to Germany.
You think?
Yeah, he's going to Munich.
Probably a Borussia Dortmund.
He's going by Munich. What about him who plays for New Zealand? That Just from Motherwell. He's all right.
We've seen rumours about Alex Scott as well. So
Bournemouth wants 80 million for him apparently.
Well,
no, Arsenal are sniffing round him.
He screams Arsenal to me. He screams Arsenal.
Yeah. No, I think the two busiest teams in the transfer window in the Premier League will be Spurs and Man United.
Well, they just buy who they want, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
But if you look at Tottenham, they've just paid 52 million for John Paul Van Hecker.
Yeah,
it's not worth 52 million.
No. But this is why we do our business correctly, though, don't we, mate?
So let me ask you a question then, right? Now, Galatasaray are sniffing around Virgil van Dijk.
Never happened.
Right? Now, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask you, all you guys out there. So before I do, make sure you like the stream, you like this video, because it helps the channel. It helps Deck with his content. It helps me with this, right? Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of this, what we're doing. Because I'm streaming every night for the next 3 months at 8 o'clock because the transfer window's open. And I don't want Liverpool fans missing anything, right? I know there's other channels out there and you can watch it whatever you want, but it's fine. As Tesco says, every little helps, right?
Exactly.
And variety is the spice of life. Now,
well done, Craig.
Right? Now, the thing is, if Galatasaray offer 40 million for Virgil van Dijk now, are you selling it and going signing Slotterbeck?
No, mate, I'd rather him go for free because we can afford Slotterbeck anyway.
Well, this is what's annoying me. Why should we keep letting players leave on a free transfer?
Well, look, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. And in an ideal world...
Is that what the club's become?
Well, no, in an ideal world, you'd sign Van Dijk on for another year, okay? You'd then sell him next summer with a year left to go. Either that or he goes for free next year. Because there's no way in this world we're signing Virgil. People can say Virgil isn't as best as he was, but Virgil van Dijk for his age, mate, is fine. You look at Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, they're still going to World Cups at 39 years old.
Yeah.
So Virgil van Dijk, believe me, is fitter than any other 33-year-old that we probably know. Because he's Virgil van Dijk. End of. I would keep Virgil van Dijk. I'd see how he performs this season. Ideally, like I said, sign him for another year.
Yeah.
Next summer, if you need to sell him next summer, sell him and bring in a replacement. But I don't think Schlotterbeck's a Virgil van Dijk replacement. I think Schlotterbeck's a Canate replacement. We needed a centre back anyway, like I've mentioned previously earlier in the stream. But for me, you know how quick things can change in football and how people can just come up over the next few months. But really, most established world class centre halves to replace a Virgil van Dijk are probably already around. Do you think between now and next year, Craig, we're going to find someone to actually be a Virgil van Dijk replacement? Because I don't.
No, I don't think you will. I mean, this is why I think it's a genuine concern for me, and I think another concern we've got as well is people are overlooking it. I think Alisson Becker's been told he's staying for this season, but the thing is, what Liverpool fans are forgetting is we signed Mamardashvili, and Mamardashvili came to us on the proviso that he was going to be the number one when Alisson left. Now it's looking like Liverpool are offering to loan him out again now because he's not happy with what's happening. Now, if he's not going to get the game time, I mean, I heard yesterday that Liverpool are considering not next season, or it could be the season after, 27-28, bringing back Raheem Kelleher.
I'd bring Kelleher back. I'd also bring Gerald Kwanzaa back as well. Personal terms already agreed there with Kwanzaa. So
Kwanzaa's, they don't have to pay the buyback clause, so that's sorted. But the thing is, and we've all seen the nonsense about. I don't agree with it, and I don't want him anywhere near the football club. Darwin Núñez should not be back at Liverpool. He couldn't get in a brothel with a fiver stuck in his ear, So I don't, I don't want him back at Liverpool. We need somebody who can hit the back of the net.
Look, right. Look.
Yeah, right, we'll get Ian Rush, get his boots on.
Let me, mate. I'm telling you, I'll play up front. But I'll go through each what you've said there. So you mentioned the goalkeepers first of all.
Yeah, it's a concern.
I'll break it down. So for me, the goalkeepers are going to be a big problem. Once Alisson Becker leaves, we're going to be fucked because Alisson Becker for me is the best goalkeeper in the world. If it's Mamardashvili and Queven Kelleher, I'm happy with that. But I don't want to have a Freddie Woodman and Mamardashvili as our back in goal. It reminds me of Luis Karius in 2018 in Kiev in that Champions League final. I don't want to know. We'll go centre back. Virgil van Dijk, I think, unless we find a replacement for Virgil van Dijk, you're never going to replace him. You'll have people who say you're never going to replace him, Mohamed Salah. But when you have young talents like a Yanzi Amonde, you feel a little bit better. For me, we bring in a Schlotterbeck as a Canate replacement. You've got Jeremy Jacquet, Leone, Gomez stays for another year, Van Dijk stays for another year. But next summer, Gomez and Van Dijk are going to leave. You bring in Gerald Kwanzaa, but then the problem is who replaces Virgil? Who comes in as the next? Who comes in for the next 9 years?
Well, there's a centre half we're looking at Crystal Palace, Maxime.
Yeah, but mate, it's just the not for me. If I was Liverpool, can I say for me? And I know he's shit at times, and he wanted silly money.
Yeah,
but for me, I just think you keep Canate and you bring in Schlotterbeck and you future proofing yourself. You say about the strikers situation as well. Alexander Isak seems to be made of glass.
Yeah. Him as Gomez.
Hugh Ekitike back in 2027. Maybe Boxing Day. Would you bring in Darwin Núñez for free for a year? Yeah, but all you're doing then is put on a plaster on an open wound. You can't do that. So I think overall, before we move on, Craig, I think my last thing I'll say is you could make an argument for every single position. You really could. You can make an argument, mate. An argument, for every. When Ryan Gravenberch come in, he weren't even meant to be a DM.
No.
We haven't replaced Fabinho. And Ryan Gravenberch was never meant to be a DM. Alexis McAllister wasn't a DM. So Adam Wharton, yeah, great. I'd love him. I'd love Adam Wharton. Yan Diamonde on the left. We haven't replaced Luis Diaz. Bradley Barcola would be great. You're talking £400 million.
Yeah.
You're talking 400 million quid.
The thing is, as well, there's another, obviously, midfield. This guy who plays for Monaco, Boadi, we need to get in. I tell you what, if Liverpool sign Boadi, that would solve a lot of problems for Liverpool in that central midfield area. Because, and the thing is as well, I honestly think now that next season, Iriola has to build the team around Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, he has to.
He's the first man on the team sheet for me.
Yeah, he has to.
You build the team around him, and then I mean, it's going to be exciting watching what happens and how we unfold. But, like, look at that. I mean, look at the 4 players who I mentioned to you then, and then you just cracked off laughing. So if we get in Barcola, Diamande, Adam Wharton, and then, okay, we bring Boadi in as well, then you've got Florian Wirtz, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Ryan Gravenberch. Alexis McAllister's going to leave.
Yeah.
Curtis Jones is going to go to Inter Milan. Inter Milan have offered 25 million euros. Liverpool, they've offered 20. Liverpool want 30 for Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
I think that'll get done.
Yeah.
I really do. We have a comment. I think it'll get done. So it's looking exciting, but because it's quiet, Liverpool fans are thinking nothing's happening. Trust me, things are happening. And like, there's one, he's a journalist and he's trusted. And on Yan Diamande, this is true, right? I'll quote what he says. There's been a lot of work done behind the scenes on Yan Diamande, massive amounts. So Liverpool, they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. They're just doing everything to get this done before they move on to anybody else.
Yeah, because we've seen this type of thing with Mark Gay, where we went out and we signed away to Isak and Ekatike, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, and then it comes to the last day, last few hours of the transfer window, and then we're running around like headless chickens because we can't get Mark Gay over the line. So we need to get our ducks in a row.
Yeah, but look at the go back a season before that. Look at the Zubimendi fiasco.
Yeah. Look at Moises Caicedo. The year before that with Moises Caicedo.
Yeah. So Caicedo, Zubimendi, Mark Gay. You know, we've had our fingers burned 3 times now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, but I said it on the stream last night. When Liverpool come for a player and Liverpool knock on that door, there's one thing you can guarantee: it's a different kind of knock to every other football club.
Yeah.
And and we'll only leave our calling card once. We're not like Real Madrid. There's no club like Real Madrid. So I don't compare us to them. You can't. But I think we're on another level, English club-wise.
We are, mate. The only ones up there would be Man United. But again, I think in recent years, if Liverpool knocked on my door, mate, you don't. And
the thing is, as well, what we've got to realise is, as Liverpool fans, I mean, me and you talk a lot away from streaming. Yeah. And the thing is, as well, what Liverpool fans need to understand here is what other clubs are going to do in this transfer window will affect what we do business-wise.
Yeah.
So whoever they're targeting or trying to bring in, it will affect what we do. So it depends how the dominoes start falling.
Yeah,
we're just waiting for that first domino to fall. And the first one for us is Diamande, I think.
Yeah. Are you worried about the World Cup, Craig?
I was pissed off last night when England won.
Same. Fucking hate them.
You know what I mean? Well, I've got the say, you know what I'm like with my shirts? Seriously. Show you. Bagged. Right, hang on. Bagged. I'm giving them away. I don't fucking want them in my collection. Right, I've replaced one of them today. It's got that deck. Seriously, I know you like your football shirts. I'll show you next time you come. But I'll tell you what it is. I've bought it brand new on eBay, 26 quid, Scotland's away shirt.
There you go, flying.
right? And there's another one I've ordered today because I think it's an absolute stunner, and I've bought it for 21 quid off eBay, brand new. Iran's shirt with the leopard on it.
Nice.
It's beautiful. So those two shirts have replaced these two fucking things I'm getting rid of. England, no, I don't know. No, I'd sooner have an Everton shirt in my collection than an England shirt.
I don't blame you.
You know that shirt I give you in my collection?
Yeah.
I've replaced these. I got it again. This one fits me.
It doesn't fucking fit me. The other one.
Oh, fucking hell, Deck. I tell you.
Well, listen, I'll have to shoot, mate. All right.
Oh, anyhow, this has made my evening seeing you, mate, and it's been great. It's been great talking to you. So, anyhow, for tonight, the Liverpool transfer roundup from Deck and me. Thanks for watching, guys. Follow my friend Deck on the Final Whistle. He's on Instagram. He's on TikTok. His content's superb. So hit the like and subscribe. And listen, guys, the challenge I've set you all: 1,000 subscribers by the end of July and 400 watch hours for this channel. And if you can reach that target, somebody's going to win one of my shirts out of my collection. And Deck's seen my collection.
Incredible, guys. Incredible.
So, from me and Deck, thanks for watching. Once a red, always a red. You'll never walk alone. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Come on. Up the Reds.
Up the Reds.